Top 4 businesses with the lowest failure rate. The fourth one is my favorite. Number 1, laundromats. They are extremely successful, and they're not just there to launder money like you see in movies, with a success rate of 95%. Number 2, self-storage. A place where people leave their old junk forever, with a success rate of 92%. Number 3, vending machines, with a success rate of 91%. Number 4, real estate, which has created the most millionaires in the United States, with a success rate of 86%. Follow for more.
Okay. I'm not sure how he's defining success rate or what stats he's using. Certainly laundromats go out of business or don't make money. It can definitely happen, or things change, demographics in the neighborhood change, so it no longer makes sense, or all kinds of things can happen. So I wouldn't necessarily go right to a laundromat as a surefire business. And because they have the perception of being pretty surefire, he's not the only person saying this, they cost a lot of money. If you buy a laundromat, the investment in that business is a lot higher than investments in other businesses. And I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed sure thing by any means. The other one, vending machines we've talked about before, it comes down to the location. If the location isn't good, they're not going to work. So if you only count ones that are put in good locations, then the success rate might be high. But there's a ton of people out there who have vending machines stuck in their garage, haven't found a place to put them, completely lost money on that whole venture. So the stats have a lot to do with how you rate this. And then real estate, 86%. I have no idea how he came up with that. Is it people who invest in rental real estate, 86% of them make money? Maybe, I don't know. But again, it's very specific to the market and the property you buy and how you manage it and everything else. So there are some that would be surefire things every time, and others that would be surefire failures every time. So you can't just jump into real estate saying, I have an 86% chance of success without knowing the details. Your chances might be 100% or they might be 0%. So who cares what the overall average is? You want to know what your chances are for your business. In general, I wouldn't look at, I want to start a business that has a high success rate, because that's really individual. You want to start a business that works for you, that you're going to have a high success rate at. And it may be none of the ones on that list. It may be something that is very unique and specific to you, and maybe does have a high failure rate for a lot of people, but you have the right ingredients to do it, like restaurants. Restaurants generally perceived to have a pretty high failure rate, but if you happen to have 20 years of experience as a chef at other highly rated restaurants, and you've got the backers and the right concept and the right location, you might have a 100% chance of success in opening your restaurant. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it just because it's not on this list. And it doesn't mean someone else should open a restaurant if they have no idea what they're doing. So these kinds of lists and stats are pretty meaningless as far as I'm concerned when it comes down to what you should do. You should do what you're going to have the highest success rate at, not what someone else's list says.